Sean is with us today, and Sean is going to tell you and me, all of us, what he thinks about this book. Sean, take it away.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sean Michael. Today, I'm going to share my opinion about the glory of God, written by Maria J. Bain and illustrated by Dave Hill. So, the book starts with the essential question: what is the glory of God? And in this story, she explains the meaning. So she uses an analogy for confessing, like when you're sick or when you have strep throat, you have to go to a doctor, and they will prescribe you medicine to make you feel better. That is just like going to confession. When you sin, it's like having a disease, and it can stay there forever if you don't confess. So when you confess, you tell every bad thing you've done to the priest, and once you're done, the priest will say a special prayer. And in that moment, it's not the Father who's forgiving your sins. It's Jesus. He's forgiving your sins. The priest is a representative of Jesus. So that's one of the things I like about this book.
Wow. What a great review.
Thank
Our
you.
own Sean Michael. Yeah, great to see you, Maria. Thank you so much.
Great to see you, too.
Yeah, it's been too long, but I'm so happy that you're here. And also, I'd like to welcome via technology Dave Hill from Scotland, across the pond, the illustrator of this great book. Dave, thank you so much for being with us today as well.
It's a pleasure.
Yep.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Maria.
So,
Nice
Maria,
to
let
see
me
you.
direct the first question to you. What will kids and adults perhaps too, because adults are going to be perhaps reading this book to children, what will they take away from reading The Glory of God?
I think they're going to take away that everyday moments is where they're face to face with God. And in that moment, they get to decide if they're going to stay in His company or turn away. And it teaches them about the sacrament of reconciliation, so that when they do turn away, they know that they can go to the sacrament of reconciliation and then start over. And it gives them guides with the 10 Commandments, the Beatitudes, and it also has an examination of conscience for the children at the end of the book. So it really prepares them well for the sacrament of reconciliation.
Yeah, and Sean Michael, of course, indicated that as well. Dave, how did the two of you come to know each other and meet each other, and how were you brought into this project? I'm dying to know.
Well, it was an inquiry, basically, but it was probably divine intervention, I think. Maria got in touch with me through my online galleries and expressed an interest in working with me. She had saw a few of the illustrations that I'd done, and they appealed to her, and we started talking, and it just went on from there.
Well, you've done a beautiful job. I mean, in just going through the book, the illustrations really do illustrate the words and the glory of God, and we're grateful for that. And what ages, Maria, are you targeting with this book?
I would say First Communion, reconciliation, so probably the second grade, but I have sent out a book to every single Catholic school in the United States, and I'm hearing back that they love it. And kindergarten through fifth grade is who they're sharing this with, and I've heard back from principals and teachers, and they think that this is a great resource for them and for the kids and their parents.
Dave, you know, I can only draw stick figures, and in that case, even not too well. What's the process that you go through? Did Maria offer you the text, and then you discussed it? Did you pray about it? How does this all work? I have no idea.
Yeah, Maria gave me her manuscript, and it was noticeable right from the moment I read it, how strong her faith was, and we had numerous discussions about each of the spreads and what she wanted to see, and with a few of them we had to go over a couple of times until I got it right. But it was Maria's guiding hand really that took me through the whole process, and I just followed Maria's guidance, basically, and we ended up with the book that you've got in front of you there.
Where do you live in Scotland, by the
Yeah.
way? I'm just curious.
Where do I live? In a town called Coatbridge. It's between Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Okay.
Right in the central belt. Yeah.
I want you to know, and our viewers, that I actually own a parcel of land in Scotland. It's about, as we would say in America, 3 feet by 3 feet. And it was given to me by a friend, and someday I have to come and stand on it.
Oh, really? Whereabouts? Whereabouts is it?
I'd have to look it up. But I'll be there someday. So Maria,
You should.
this is in English and it's in the language of beautiful, but is it available in any other languages?
It is. It's translated into Spanish as well.
And how would you say the glory of God in Spanish? I'm testing you.
Oh, I don't. Oh, please don't. I had it translated. I can't speak Spanish.
I'm sorry, I'm only kidding you. What inspired this in the very beginning for you?
Really, it was before the Blessed Sacrament. I was praying, and God gave me this gift in my mind. And He even showed me every single watercolor illustration in my mind. So I knew right away, and I wrote it down, and the rest is history. But one thing I wanted to say about Dave is I found this illustration called the Dancing Mouse. A beautiful little redheaded child and a dancing mouse, and I just thought it was whimsical, and it really drew me to his illustrations. And so when he was doing some drafts for me, I said, you know, I really want you to pour the love that you poured into that illustration into my book. And what I didn't know is that is an illustration of his little daughter, and she had leukemia at the time. And I could feel that love, and I believe she's doing well now and in remission, but I could feel that love, and I thought, that's what I want you to do for me. And he did. It's beautiful.
It really is. Are there any, in terms of JMJ Productions, press, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
are there any projects coming forward? Are there any opportunities in the future for you and Dave to work together collaboratively?
Yes. So I've been working on quite a few books, but one that I finished is I'm working on an art history series. And the first one is Michelangelo and the Pope. And so that Dave is working on that. And I have so many more in my mind, but haven't put it on paper yet.
When the next book comes out, you have to come back.
I would love to.
And Dave, when the next book comes out, you have to come back.
Oh, I will do, yes.
Beautiful. Well, where can people buy a copy of The Glory of God, or perhaps get it electronically?
So they can buy it at jmjpress.org. If you go online, it's available in English and Spanish, and also you can buy an ebook if you'd prefer.
That's jmjpress.org.
Press.org.
Don't put in productions. That's only here in the living room. Out there is jmjpress.org. Maria Bain, thank you so much for being with us. Dave Hill, thank you for taking time out of your busy afternoon there in Scotland to be with us. And God bless you both. Good luck with the book.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank
God
you very
bless
much.
you too.